Did you all hear my story about the lady watering the plants on the radio? Who did not hear it? Oh, good. So there was this woman watering her plants, and she had flowers and plants. And when people walked by, she would like brag about how beautiful her flowers are. You like my flowers? They're so beautiful. And the grass was beautiful. And each person that went by said to her, there are no flowers there. There are no flowers. You don't have any flowers there. She's like, yes, I do. See, these are so pretty. I put water on, take care of them. And everybody told her that there were no flowers there. But she didn't believe it. And then they went down the road, and there was this guy, went down a little further, and there was this guy sitting and talking to himself. But he had another chair there, and he was talking as though two people were speaking. And he was having fun, and they were like talking. But when people went by, they said to him, there's no one there. Who are you talking to? He's like, that's my friend. I'm talking to my friend. But sir, no one is in that chair. No, you see him? I'm talking to him. And he could not believe anyone that told him there were no one in the chair. And then there was one guy that they ran into, and he was commanding an army. He had been in the military. He was like the soldier in the military. And so he was, in his mind, running an army. And people like, no one is here. And they can believe it. The guy like, no, don't you see the soldiers? No one is there, sir. And what they realized, and they were like, why are these people acting this way? Why are they believing something that's not even there? They're having conversation with themselves. They're watering flowers that's not there. And they realized one of the people that were with them said, you know what? You are in an insane asylum. And these people don't see what they're doing. They're talking to an empty chair. And the guy said, that's how it is when you believe thoughts. And you're talking to thoughts, you're talking to an illusion. It's not even there. And that's why you're insane when you relate to thoughts at all. When you believe them, when you talk to them, you're talking to an empty chair. Because the thoughts are all illusions. They're not real. But people talk to them. Anybody ever do that? Y'all don't talk to your thoughts, right? No? You don't believe your thoughts, right? You believe in illusion. It's not even real at all. You're in an insane asylum, just like the folks in the crazy house. You're in a crazy house where you believe thought. Isn't that amazing? What do you think about my story in the black?
I relate to that person talking to no one in the chair sometimes.
And why do you talk to an empty chair?
Because I do see the devil sending me things to be upset about, or like this imagination thing. I'm still kind of in and out of my imagination.
But do you realize you're talking to the wind?
Yeah, I do.
And no one is there?
I do, and that's the thing. I do realize that. Like, I know this is not real. Like, I do see that the devil is here, and he's sending me these fake things.
So why do you respond?
I don't know. I guess it's an ego thing, because he just reminds me of things that happened. Like, just reminding me of things that would make me upset that I didn't do anything about.
Yeah.
Out of the blue.
That's all he has. He can only give you an illusion of the past, remind you of something that happened then, but not happening now. Or he'll give you this future thing. Oh, if you do this, you're going to have this, and you're going to be this. But knowing that it is an illusion, why not just shut down and no communication at all? Why not just be aware of it, but ignore it so you can die from it, from the illusion? Because it's truly, 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 truly is an illusion. It's not real at all. Isn't that amazing? It is totally an illusion. It makes you get mad. It makes you everything. And it's not real at all. So why not throw it out of your neighborhood, out of your mind?
I usually do. I'm still tripping up on the first thought. I usually catch it right after I react to the first thought.
But are you starting to catch it before you react? Catch the first thought and leave it there?
Is inconsistent. With some things, yes, I'm like, oh, okay, that's the devil. And then there's other things that seem bigger, and I react, and it's not even happening, or it's something in the past, or like just something so not real.
Do you see how insane you are?
Yes.
Good. Because you're crazy. Every time you listen to a thought and you do what it says, you are insane. You're crazy. Because you're talking to an empty chair. You're watering flowers that's not even there. And that's mind-blowing. And you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do it. So why don't you stop?
I'm getting better at stopping. I do see it's the devil.
Right.
I trip up sometimes, but
Okay.
I am stopping.
All right. Well, stay with it. You got that other situation worked out with the neighbor upstairs?
No, she's still, she's still loud. But can I add to that what I discovered with that?
Yes.
I did the assignment of not being mad for the week,
Okay.
and almost everything that I could get upset about happened. It was incredible. Every door you think was an opportunity, like, slammed in my face. And I had no choice but to sit in my hell. I couldn't leave anywhere. I had to sit with this uncomfortable feeling of things just not going my way.
Nice.
And I discovered of just, how ungrateful I am of just like my place. And I'm like, anyone would be grateful for where they are. And I'm like, why am I not grateful? Like, I think if I was more grateful, I wouldn't even consider the noise as much.
That's right. Absolutely.
And I
Her
discovered,
neighbor is making a lot of noise upstairs, and she's having a hissy fit up until now. Go ahead.
yeah. So I discovered, I was like, I think I was judging myself too much because I was in my head of saying, okay, well, Shalisha, if you didn't move so fast, you wouldn't be in this situation. So I'm beating myself up of moving too fast to this place instead of just appreciating that I got out of my situation and I'm in,
Good
a better
point.
one.
Yeah.
So I discovered, I was like, I'm judging myself and I'm not being grateful for what God has given me. And it also led me down a rabbit hole of like, well, if you're not happy with this, what you have right now, you just won't be satisfied at all, like with anything else that comes your way.
Absolutely.
So I'm now trying to just be more grateful for what I have.
Be happy.
Yeah.
Right on. That's so important because it is important to be happy in life and with life. And the last thing the devil wants you to do is to be happy in life. And he's always trying to pull you away from being happy in life. He's always trying to do that. He's throwing some situation in front of you or something so he can pull you away from happiness. Absolutely. Right on. Amazing. So the ladies still make the noise upstairs and all that, but you don't react to it anymore.
My reactions have definitely decreased. It's still loud. Like it's
Right.
still something that's a thing. But I'm just, keeping my mind on the other things.
Right on. Yeah, don't get angry about it. As long as you don't get angry about the noise, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then one day, if you have to move, you move. It'll just happen. Right on. Amazing. So stop talking to the empty chair. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
No questions.